I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my live watch-along of Manchester City's Champions League semi-final first leg clash from the Santiago Bernabeu, as Manchester City have our away match against Real Madrid semi-final first leg. Very important game. You don't need me to sit here and tell you guys how important this game is, as I'm sure everybody watching already knows just how big, just how important, and just how much on show Manchester City are here to the world. And this is what makes the Champions League, the European Cup, what makes it so unique away from the domestic season. Is the Champions League, it's anything can happen. Anyone can win it. As long as you turn up and put in the top quality performances that are needed to beat the teams that face you, you can go on to win the biggest of them all. And all the eyes around the world are on here, because all the big European teams, all the European giants, they all get to, if they qualify anyway, get to enter the competition. So they show a lot of interest, and it draws in a lot of attention. And all eyes, I will tell you right now, around the world is on Madrid, watching Real Madrid, the current champions of the European Cup, the team that knocked out Manchester City last season thanks to two very late goals to send it to extra time before City ended up going out to Real Madrid, taking on Manchester City, the favourites for the competition, the team that knocked out Bayern Munich in the quarterfinals and made short work, I will add, of Bayern Munich as well. This should be an absolute classic. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be a very entertaining game, I am sure. Looking forward to it. Hoping, fingers crossed, we'll get a good result here for Manchester City. And to me, Real Madrid, for success from this game, need to win this game. They need to have that lead going into the match next week for the second leg in Manchester. Manchester City, if we can, knuckle down, grind out a result here. We can get a draw. If we get a win, that'd be amazing. But if we can get a draw, it makes Man City favourites. Now, the thing about Real Madrid, we need to make sure that if there's an opportunity for us to kill them off, we need to do so. Because if we don't, Real Madrid will punish us and we will go out. That's what we're up against. So we need to make sure that these lessons that we had last season, we learn them, and we learn them quick. Don't give Real Madrid a sniff. Clinical in front of goal, put our opportunities away, defend in numbers, defend sensibly, and get the job done. Get it done, get them to Manchester, we'll take it from there. Because at the end of the day, after today, it is only half time. We're the away team, so we want to make sure we're in contention, making sure we're not losing by 2 or 3 goals, because that's an absolute disaster this evening. We need to make sure that that doesn't happen. We need to make sure that we're in a strong position. Now, I want City to win. My head's telling me I think this might be a draw, or both teams to score a 1-1 or a 2-2. But I think this is going to be a very, very close game. And I'd be very surprised if there's more than 1 goal in it for either team to win. And that'll set things up very nicely, because it doesn't take very long to overturn a 1-goal deficit next week in the second leg. And the one thing Real Madrid are very good at in the Champions League is they've got a good home form, but they're also equally just as good away from home. So they're a very dangerous team that Manchester City here need to put in a 10 out of 10 performance. City on a brilliant run, 20 games unbeaten in all competitions. Should be an absolute cracker of a game, this one, so looking forward to it. So before I do crack on with this live watch along, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then please do subscribe to my channel. We're now just 15 subscribers away from hitting 29,000 subscribers. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, they're in the description below, and also on the yellow banner too, if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description and the yellow banner too, if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well, that would be much appreciated. We know the push, we know the aim, 100 likes. We're now just 65 likes away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Already doing really well on the likes, which is brilliant. So if you're enjoying it, and yeah, you feel free, you can leave a thumbs up. Let's get it to 100 likes. It's a massive game, so hopefully we can hit that. That would be grand. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the live chat, including where you're tuning in from around the world. And also, let me know your score prediction. We've got Zed Gamer in the chat going for a 3-2 victory today for Manchester City. John wanting Manchester City to make omelettes out of Real Madrid. John, welcome. Thanks for tuning in once more. Matty going for a 3-1 victory today for Manchester City. Raheem, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. Going for a 1-0 victory for Manchester City. So Sika, thanks for tuning in. Tuning in from Jamaica. Much love to you. Thanks very much for tuning in. That is much appreciated as well. Aldrike, thanks for tuning in, saying it's guaranteed City are going to score 4 goals from this game. Surely Man City win this game if we score 4 goals this evening. We'll have to wait and see. If City scoring 4th this evening, I'll tell you right now, we're in for an exceptional game, and I'm sure a positive result as well. As John was, where was you tuning in from last time, John? Was it Perth or somewhere like that in Australia? Now going for Brisbane. Why not? Thanks for tuning in. So sick of going for a 2-1 victory for City. Maybe even better. Matty saying, living 20 minutes from the Etihad, tuning in from Oldham. Thanks for tuning in. And Matty, I'm in the same boat as you. Still mad at Manchester City for that ticket fiasco that we get to miss out next week. But I've made my comments on it. We'll go leave it in the past, okay? We'll have a live watch-along next week instead with the conclusion of this second leg. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Sydney last time, John, and this time Brisbane. Why not? Heading south. Tyler going for a 3-2 victory today for Manchester City. Love that one. I think I'm going to go. I'm sitting well on the fence here, aren't I? Going for a 1-1. But there we go. Going for a 1-1. Spencer, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Hope you are well as well. Also, don't forget as well, we've got today's video sponsor, BetMate, that you can go and check out. Links and details there in the description. And also in the live chat. Just going to get my BetMate team up for today. So, made up of, I'm anticipating it's being very close, so I've got a bit of a mixture, and JSGC doesn't normally go for a mixture. So, my BetMate team locked and loaded right in here. I've got Thibaut Courtois as my goalkeeper with Ederson on the bench. My defence, Carvajal and Ruben Dias with Johnny Stones on the bench. Got De Bruyne, my vice-captain, and Bernardo Silva as my 2 midfielders with Luka Modric on the bench. And I got Karim Benzema and Erling Haaland, my captain for this evening. Starting on my BetMate team with Rodrigo on the bench of Real Madrid. Remember, it is a £500 pot. It's £5 to enter. If you use code JSGC10 on sign-up, you'll get £10 in free bets. You can use them free bets to join this pot for free. It's a biggie, so go and check that out. Remember, it's paying up to the top 30 places. £500 pot. First place getting £150. Come and join me on BetMate. That would be much appreciated. Links and details there in the description. It's a free app to download, so anyone that does download the BetMate app does help to support the future content created here on my channel. Do remember, if you are going to gamble, do gamble responsibly. And when the fun stops, stop. Matty said, I have my lucky Manchester City 1997 away top on, so come on, you blue boys. You know what? I've been wearing these last few streams because we've been getting the wins, we've been getting the results that we've needed, so I've got it on once more, and I think City wearing the same kit as well. So, fantastic. Hopefully, be able to get the job done. Mood, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Hope you are well as well. So we're going to go and have a look at today's starting 11 for both teams. We're going to start off with our opponents first, and the home team for today, Real Madrid, who are 11-5 to win this game. City just marginal favourites, which just shows you just how far Manchester City have come. I still remember Manchester City in my first season supporting them back in 2002, sealing promotion from what was Division 1 then to the Premier League, to what are we looking at here, 22 years later, 21, 22 years later. We're now favourites in a Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid, the most successful European team of all time. It's mental, the journey that we've been on. It's been an emotional one, but we've got plenty more to look forward to, I am sure, including what I'm hoping is going to be in, 4 weeks' time, Manchester City lifting the Champions League trophy in Istanbul. Well, that's what we're aiming for today. And the only way that we get there, and the only way that we can win the trophy, is through us going through Madrid. And it doesn't get any more difficult than this. But if you're to say to me, JSGC, you've got to face Real Madrid to win the trophy, would you rather face them over 2 legs in the semi-final, or would I rather have them over 90 minutes in a final of the Champions League, which they're a very good team when it comes to playing in Champions League finals? I'd rather take the 2 legs. You've got 2 legs to try and put that right. Mixid, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. FAIM, thanks for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. So, Real Madrid lining up with a 4-3-3 formation today with Thibaut Courtois starting in goal. It is a back 4 for Real Madrid today of Dani Carvajal, Antonio Rudiger, David Alaba and Eduardo Camavinga. Antonio Rudiger comes in for Eder Militao. Militao is suspended, that's why he's not starting. And it has been mentioned by the press over in Madrid that the job of Antonio Rudiger is to make sure that he sticks to Haaland like glue. His job is to keep Erling Haaland quiet this evening. We'll see how he gets on. Midfield 3 for Real Madrid today. Toni Kroos sitting in the hole in defensive midfield. He's got further ahead of him Federico Valverde and Luka Modric. Out wide on the right wing is Rodrigo, the man that scored them goals that knocked Manchester City out last season. Vinicius Jr. goes on the left wing with Karim Benzema starting up top for Real Madrid today. And Karim Benzema is also captaining Real Madrid as well. Substitute bench for Real Madrid today is Luis Lopez, Andriy Lunin, Alvaro Odriozola, Nacho, Jesus Vallejo, Aurelien Tchouameni, Lucas Vazquez, Dani Ceballos, Eden Hazard, Marino Diaz and Marco Asensio. For Manchester City then, your starting 11 for today, starting in goals number 31, Ederson. It's a back 3 for Manchester City with the injury to Nathan Ake. It's Kyle Walker is the player that comes in for Nathan Ake from our 2-leg victory over Bayern Munich in the last round. Ruben Dias goes through the middle. His job will be to try and keep Karim Benzema quiet. Kyle Walker's job is going to be to try and pocket Vinicius Jr. And Manuel Akanji's job today is going to be to try and put a stop to Rodrigo on that left wing. Manchester City also got Johnny Stones and Rodri starting as our 2 holding midfielders. I've got a feeling you may see Stones and Rodri dropping a little bit deeper to try and deal with the gap that maybe Real Madrid might be able to exploit. So I'm expecting to see Gundogan and De Bruyne, who both start, potentially having to drop a little bit deeper. In particular, Ilkay Gundogan. Bernardo Silva's gone on the right wing, who will help cover the gaps. He's a workhorse. Jack Grealish on the left wing again, another workhorse. And Erling Haaland starting up top for Manchester City. Should be a classic. City led by captain Ilkay Gundogan. On the bench for City today is Stefan Ortega-Moreno and Scott Carson as our 2 goalkeepers. We've got Rico Lewis and Aymeric Laporte and Sergio Gomez as our 3 defenders on the bench for this evening. We've got Kalvin Phillips, Phil Foden and Cole Palmer. Good to see Cole Palmer returning and fully fit. Obviously ready to go as well. So the only absentee right now in the squad is Nathan Ake. We've got Foden on the bench, Mahrez on the bench, and Julian Alvarez on the bench as well. Strong team that for City. Lots of depth there. And just looking a little bit further ahead, and I don't like doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's important. We've got a massive game coming up against Everton, who won yesterday 5-1 away against Brighton. That's going to be an incredibly difficult game. And just thinking about City doing a bit of rotation, I can see City making 4-5 changes for that Everton game. So just looking at City's bench, I'd be expecting to see the likes of maybe Rico Lewis, Aymeric Laporte, Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez, all starting in that game. But today, it's all about the Champions League. It's all about Real Madrid. What a game, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be. So don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, leave a thumbs up. We're just 7 likes now away from 50 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description below and also on the yellow banner too. If you want to go follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too and on the yellow banner if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget TikTok link, that's in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Also, don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the live chat, including your score prediction for today and where you are tuning in from around the world. Julia, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. And the Bill, thanks for tuning in as well. Just woken up nice and early, 4:50 a.m. Dedicated. What a massive game to wake up to as well. Real Madrid taking on Manchester City. Should be a brilliant game. Justin, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 3-0 victory today to Manchester City. So we're now less than 9 minutes away from kickoff here at the Santiago Bernabeu. It's Manchester City's away match for the Champions League semi-final first leg clash with Real Madrid. The return match happens next Wednesday from the Etihad Stadium. We're going to have another live watch along for you guys for that as well for the conclusion of this. And of course, next week on the line, all comes down to whether Manchester City make it to the Champions League final and whether we're going to Istanbul or not. And I hope that it is the case, and we all know the importance of first legs. Man City's victory against Bayern Munich in the first leg at home took us and put us in a great position to make it through to the semi-final. In the last 16, we've managed to pick up, in my opinion, a good result in Germany. 1-1 against Leipzig. It meant Leipzig had to come to the Etihad and do something. Pressure. City grabbed that opening goal. We go on to win by 7. And we need to do something similar here today to Real Madrid. Keep it close, keep it tight, keep it compact. Try and get a result. Get it. So Real Madrid need to go to the Etihad next week and win. And if we can get ourselves in that position, if we can grab that opening goal at the Etihad next week, just like we did last season in the first leg at the Etihad where City grabbed an opening goal pretty early on as well, just puts Real Madrid under much more pressure. And as I said, if City can get to them positions, and I'm confident that we can, we need to make sure if we're in a position to kill them off, we need to kill them off. We went out last season because we didn't kill them off. They needed 2 goals. They showed with 1 minute left in normal time and just added time to go. That's enough time for them to find a couple of goals. So the way to do it, as people are putting in the live chat here, going for 3s and 4s. That's the way that Manchester City go to knock Real Madrid out. If we can win here at the Bernabeu, we've done it before. Back in 2020, in the last 16, Gabby Jesus scored. We beat Real Madrid by 2-1 after going behind that day. Put us in a great position. Yeah, the return match was about 7 months later, but we still went on to win. And we did that because we had ourselves in a brilliant position getting a result at the Bernabeu. We went out last year because we didn't get a result here at the home of Real Madrid. And I feel like if City need to go through, then Manchester City need a result this evening. Sub 2, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Going for a 3-0 victory today for Manchester City. City till I die. Thanks for tuning in. Going for a 3-0 victory for Manchester City today. Teddy, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 2-1 victory today for Manchester City. The Bill, look at the position we're in. If City could just win by 4 or 5 here at the Bernabeu, that would be great. It would be great. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but it would be beautiful if it did. And you know what? If there is a team that's capable of doing it to Real Madrid, it is Manchester City. But never rule out Real Madrid. Never, ever rule them out. FIFA, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 4-0 victory today for Manchester City. Eric going for a 6-1 victory today for Manchester City. Dale, good evening. Thanks for tuning in. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. I've got a feeling that City going to come here and we're going to win. Even though my head's telling me 1-1. But 1-1's a good result. 1-1 suits City better than it does Real Madrid, in my opinion. So I reckon City, we're going to get a result today. I'm thinking we're getting a result today and we'll do well. That's my thoughts. Love it. Oh. Dale reckons a draw today. A draw keeps things very interesting. David Beckham's in attendance. Got his son there as well. Obviously, former Real Madrid player. Former Rag. Ooh. Right. How are the nerves, everyone? Players are now in the tunnel, making their way down. What a stadium. I've heard from people that have headed to Madrid today that the Bernabeu's just covered in scaffolding and construction. And I would like to visit one day. I'd like to go and do a stadium tour over on the JSGC football channel. That and the Nou Camp are the two prestigious stadiums I'd really like to go and visit and have a stadium tour around. Just Real Madrid's history just speaks for itself. Would be brilliant to visit. But whilst it's covered in construction, I'm not so sure. As we'll get an image of Real Madrid's 14 on their sleeves, 14 on their corner flags, 14-time Champions League winners against Manchester City's 0. Hoping this year's going to be the year that we make it number 1. Andy, thanks for tuning in. Not in Easingwold today, but in York instead. Thanks for tuning in, Andy and Alison. Much appreciated. Hope you are well. And thanks for tuning in once more. Much appreciated. As we're now just 48 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Big game, this one. The Italian Don, Carlo Ancelotti, makes his way to the dugout for Real Madrid. Manchester City have their own cigar-smoking Don in charge of themselves as well, in the form of the Catalonian legend of Pep Guardiola. Josep Guardiola. And it's just a brilliant battle, isn't it? Guardiola and Ancelotti, two fantastic managers. Two completely different styles, but two very successful managers. This is going to be a classic. One for the age. And what a match for everyone in attendance today at the Santiago Bernabeu who are in today. We're going to get the anthem. We're all going to boo. It's just so special, isn't it? Champions League nights. So special. City up in the gods, the fans. Packed out away end. Anthem's going to play right now. So feel free to boo at home. Erling Haaland rotates his neck. He is ready. The robot, the machine, he is ready. Karim Benzema looks ready. Real Madrid look ready. Manchester City look ready. Real Madrid and Manchester City going to do battle here. This is going to be a phenomenal game of football, I am sure. Ugh. Interesting one. Rog, thanks for tuning in. Going for a 2-1 victory today. Mixed going for a 2-2. I'm going for a 1-1 today. Not many people going for a Madrid victory. That's what I like to see. So don't forget, very quickly, before we do have kickoff here, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe. Please leave a thumbs up. Now just 46 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. And also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So, teams for today, we'll start with Real Madrid first. Courtois starts in goal. It's Carvajal, Rudiger, Alaba and Camavinga. It's Kroos, Valverde, Modric in midfield with Rodrigo on the right, Vinicius JR on the left and Benzema going through the middle. Your Manchester City starting 11 for today is Ederson in goal. It's a back three for City made up of Walker, Dias, and Akanji. It's a midfield four of John Stones and Rodri, followed by Gundogan and De Bruyne further ahead of them. It's Bernardo Silva on the right wing, Jack Grealish on the left wing, and it is, of course, the main man, number 9, the man, the machine, the legend, Erling Braut Haaland. And of course, Real Madrid will see this as a brilliant scouting opportunity. They're always linking themselves with Erling Haaland. It's not a secret that Real Madrid, in the long term, want to replace Benzema with Erling Haaland. And today is a wonderful opportunity for them to have a watch of one of the best players in the world right now, the best striker in the world right now, Erling Haaland, the man that scored over 50 goals in this domestic, in the whole season for Manchester City, the man who scored 35 Premier League goals, something no other striker ever has done, including the Real Madrid legend Cristiano Ronaldo. He's never done it. He's a magnificent player, and Antonio Rudiger is going to have his hands full today. But there's dangers all over the pitch. De Bruyne loves grabbing a goal against Courtois because he bloody well hates him. Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, workhorses out wide. Real Madrid need to be on it. Manchester City to stop the likes of Vinicius JR, Rodrigo, Benzema, Modric, Kroos, Valverde. To stop them, we've got to be on it. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a massive, massive game, this one. Looking forward to it. And we do have kickoff here for this first half between Manchester City and Real Madrid in Madrid. Looking forward to it. Long ball played forward by Manchester City. Won by Real Madrid. Put under pressure by Erling Haaland. They're playing their way out of bother. And Bernardo Silva manages to keep this in for City before De Bruyne is pressed. And Real Madrid can work their way out of bother. Not the best of passes. But Real Madrid do manage to get hold of the ball, and an early free kick conceded by Jackie G on Rodrigo gives Real Madrid a free kick inside their own half. Manchester City today in their away tops. This top here attacking from right to left. Real Madrid playing in all white, attacking from left to right. Welcome everybody for tuning in. Much appreciated. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes, 45 likes to go. Subscribe if you're new around here. And also don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description. And also in the live chat. So we're 1 minute in here at the Bernabeu. Gamer, cheers. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening. Hope you are well. Long ball gets played forward towards Vinicius JR. Good header won there by Kyle Walker. Very interesting battle that. A battle that Manchester City was so good at last season against Real Madrid. It was only when Walker had to go because he'd just come back from injury and Fernandinho slotted in on the right-hand side was when Vinicius JR started to have some success. That might just put Man City in good stead. Jack Grealish hobbling around from his early challenge on Rodrigo where he conceded that free kick. His massive shins, I think he's felt the impact of that. He looks in a bit of pain, to be honest. Joseph, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Gamer going for a 3-0 victory today. I presume there for Manchester City. I'm going for a 1-1 draw today. I think it'll keep things nice and open going into next weekend's second leg clash in 8 days' time. It was Rudiger there bringing down Erling Haaland inside the Real Madrid half and a free kick to Manchester City. So maybe a chance here for Man City to put something into the box, maybe. We'll see. It's about 45 yards out, very central to goal. Or maybe chip something in. Seamus, thanks for tuning in. So Gundogan does go towards the back post. Johnny Stones wins the header, heads it back across, and Real Madrid can get it clear, only as far as Bernardo Silva. And Manchester City can have the ball once more. Akanji nearly getting in the way of Bernardo Silva, and Bernardo Silva's just a nuisance, isn't he? Manages to nearly work it down the flank, and that's really good work from Real Madrid. A good flip from Benzema, and here's Vinicius JR now, set away. Got the chase of John Stones. Kyle Walker already in front of him, so it means Vinicius JR does have to turn. He plays a pass in, and Benzema can't get it under control, and City can get it clear. They had the extra man over with Rodrigo there, and That was an important bit of defending there for Manchester City. Looked a little bit stretched, but they survived 3.5 minutes in, and I'm expecting this game to be very much two teams trying to suss each other out, but we've got two teams really going at each other. Here's Bernardo Silva, plays a good ball into Kevin De Bruyne. He tries to square a ball across, and it's going to be an early corner here to Manchester City. Camavinga it was getting in the way. I felt like Benzema should probably have controlled that one a little bit better. The opportunity up at the other end for Real Madrid. So a chance for City to put something of quality into the box here from this first corner of the game, 4 minutes in. De Bruyne it is, out swinger, flicked on by Ruben Dias to Jack Grealish on the left. Wants to get it onto his right foot. He can only play it backwards to Bernardo Silva though. Manchester City just going to have to patiently wait here. Here is Kyle Walker. Pings the ball across to Jackie G. Lovely touch from Jack Grealish. Into the penalty area. Can he get his ball across? He doesn't. He chooses to give it to Gundogan. He's going to have an early shot blocked. And Real Madrid can come away with the ball. Akanji out of position. Rodrigo notices the danger there. I thought the referee was going to blow for a free kick, but chooses not to. And why is Manuel Akanji currently partnering Erling Haaland up top? He's slotted into where he needs to be right now. And the last thing City need is players out of position. We've got a team here like Real Madrid, very good on the counter-attack. They're a good attacking team. Need to make sure that players stick into where they need to be. As City just choose to have possession here instead. And Ruben Dias will work the ball to Kyle Walker now instead. Here is Kevin De Bruyne now to Ilkay Gundogan. He's got Johnny Stones further ahead of him. He chooses to play it to Bernardo instead. Here is Bernardo now. I'm amazed with Bernardo Silva potentially wanting to move that there's not more interest from clubs in Spain. He's exceptional. I'm amazed Real Madrid aren't thinking to themselves, you know what, we fancy a bit of Bernardo Silva with how versatile he is and how good he is. I'm amazed there aren't more clubs that want Bernardo Silva. Lovely touch from Bernardo. Plays it forward to Johnny Stones. Luka Modric gets back. Gets it clear. That's a good tackle from Kyle Walker. Erling Haaland in the penalty area here. Can't get it through the legs of Toni Kroos though. And Real Madrid can just work their way out of bother here with a combination of Modric, Camavinga and also Luka Modric. Real Madrid then, send it long. It's a good ball. That's a really good ball and a good header from Carvajal, and Madrid can come forward here. Very interesting match this. Very interesting matchup. Here's Antonio Rudiger now. Here's Modric. To Camavinga. Kroos. Goes across to Rudiger. Finds the pass to Carvajal. No heavy touches here from Real Madrid, giving City the press an advantage. And City can have themselves a throw-in instead. Pepped up. What's let his presence be known there? Just waves his hand. That's his instruction, just. Love it. Love it. Here's Eddie. Thought about sending this long. He's got options all over the pitch. Takes the easiest of them and gives the ball to Ruben Dias. Here's Rodri now. Back to Ruben Dias. Real Madrid not really putting the squeeze. They're trying to put the squeeze on, but not really doing that. And Eddie's just going to launch this and get the danger clear. Header won by Antonio Rudiger, but only to Kevin De Bruyne. And he does have the option of Bernardo Silva on the right wing. He uses him into the penalty area. Here comes the overlap. De Bruyne with the shot, and it's an early good save there for Courtois. It's De Bruyne with the shot, Courtois with the save. So first shot of the game, and the first save of the game made by Thibaut Courtois. Kevin De Bruyne's Belgium counterpart. De Bruyne loves the goal against Courtois. He's straight at the keeper. It's a pretty standard save, a save you'd expect a keeper of the calibre of Courtois to make, but a save nonetheless. Here's Bernardo for City. Gets it off the head of Vinicius Jr. and it will be a corner for Manchester City. Bernardo with a smile on his face. City enjoying themselves. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're just 42 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So a corner kick here for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne to take. City's second corner of the game. Rodri, Dias, Akanji all forward. It's sent deep by De Bruyne. Bernardo flicks the header backwards towards Jack Grealish. City being forced back here by Real Madrid. Here is Kyle Walker. He's going to go all the way back to Ederson. It's a bit of a disappointing corner that from City. End up within 10 seconds all the way back with the ball at the feet of Ederson. But we do have possession and it's better than giving the ball away and conceding. But it does happen. Here is Rodri now to John Stones. Manchester City not wanting to overcommit too much here. Just looking for the space. Silky Ilkay with the ball. Gives it to Rodri now. Sends the ball forward back to Ilkay Gundogan. Here's Johnny Stones. Kyle Walker. To John Stones. City till I die. I imagine it's because, you know, City are going to rotate at the weekend. Everton's picked up a good result and it's a must-win game for City. And in particular with Arsenal's good result against Newcastle, which I was hoping they'd drop some points to give us more leverage at the top. It hasn't happened, and so City are under pressure in that game. And with us rotating in a difficult away game against a team that's just got a good result, it could be very difficult. And this time it's not Liverpool at the top where the Everton fans are hoping that for the greater good they'll get a bad result. It's very much City need to get the job done against a motivated Everton team trying to stay up. So it's not going to be a good... I don't think it's going to be a classic game at the weekend. It's going to be very difficult. But at the moment, I think focus just needs to be here in Madrid. 11 minutes in at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. Here is Rodri now to Kyle Walker. Not the greatest of passes from Kyle Walker and straight out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. Alaba it is with the pass back to Courtois and Rudiger can't find his pass but does get... via the block, a throw into Real Madrid, which Dani Carvajal is going to take. He sends it long over to David Alaba, former Bayern Munich man. He will come forward with the ball here and try and build it from the back for Real Madrid. He's got Camavinga on one side. It looked like a handball there from Bernardo Silva. I think the referee wants to play the advantage, and Vinicius Jr. drops the shoulder on Kyle Walker. And Kyle Walker wins that foot race. Here is Ruben Dias to Johnny Stones. Gundogan. Lovely play out from the back, that from Manchester City. Cool, calm and collective. Here's Johnny Stones now. And I remember when it gets to the international tournaments, and I say to you guys, when I'm watching England play, because obviously being English, I'm going to watch England play. There's times when I'm watching some of the England players where I feel like don't have what it takes to succeed on the biggest stages of them all in the important games, because there's a lot of players for England who are in that starting 11 who aren't playing in the big games week in, week out in the Premier League and playing in the biggest competitions where you get valuable experience. And also, I think more importantly, you find out your level and you get confidence when you realise actually that I am good enough. So the likes of Johnny Stones, Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker, they take a lot of confidence from games like today if they put in, and they're doing a good job against Real Madrid, and it serves really well. And this to me is where the likes of Jude Bellingham and Declan Rice need to be up in their game and make sure that they're competing right at the top end. If they want to be top class professional football players, want to be successful with England, you need to be playing in these important moments in these big competitions. As Rodri has a strike, and it's not the greatest of saves from Courtois. It's enough to see it past the post, but it didn't look convincing, that one. Rodri with the strike, it's low down, and Courtois, as I said, it's enough. It just skirts away. And corner here to Manchester City. I have to say, 13 minutes in, City have been the better team. Burnley till I die. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. So City's third corner. Our first on City's left-hand side. KDB's going to swing this one in. It's sent deep again. This time to Bernardo Silva. Takes the touch. Crosses it in. Haaland goes down. He asks the question. And the referee says no. No penalty. Goal kick. Good ball in from Bernardo. Let's have a look at this. He nudges right in the back of Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland's big. He's strong. Could Erling Haaland stay on his feet there? I know some will argue and say, I think that might have been a penalty. It's a little nudge. I think Haaland needs to be stronger. De Bruyne threads one in. Haaland! Straight at the keeper. Another chance for City. Doesn't go into the back of the net. Here's Camavinga then with the ball. Vinicius Jr. Real Madrid, they're shaking here. They're struggling. Here's Rodri. City, I think, need a goal here while we're on top. Jack Grealish gives it to Bernardo Silva now. He's got the overlap of De Bruyne. Doesn't use him. Goes back to Kyle Walker. Back to KDB once more. And City just going backwards. Real Madrid haven't had a sniff. Oh, it's a lovely sidestep from Johnny Stones. Here's Ruben Dias. Gives it to Manuel Akanji. He's barely touched the ball. Akanji, he's not needed to. He's not been needed. Here's Jackie G. Back yourself, Jack. Up against Dani Carvajal. Real Madrid camped inside their own half. Grealish takes it to the byline. Gets a cross in. It's deep. Haaland! And straight into the hands of Thibaut Courtois. It's all Manchester City. But we've not been clinical. Another long ball sent forward from Madrid. Nearly gets shunned out, but it's Rodrigo with the ball now. Vinicius Jr. gives it to Valverde. Vinicius Jr. with a ball into the box. Header won by Akanji. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. That would be great, ladies and gentlemen. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're 39 away. Any help towards that would be great. Gundogan was dispossessed there by Valverde, deemed to be a foul. Manchester City can have a free kick. City pushing here for the opener. They want their early advantage. Here's the Akanji. Gives it to Ederson. Johnny Stones takes one step. He's just bursting forward here. Using his massive frame. Here's Bernardo up against Camavinga. Camavinga does well, and Bernardo Silva has his studs, goes right down the back of his leg there. Referee says just a free kick, nothing more. And Madrid can have the ball once more. Here's Luka Modric now to Camavinga coming forward. And it's good work from Manchester City. Madrid fans want a free kick. Referee says no. And instead, Madrid can come away with the ball. And that's poorly given away there by Vinicius Jr. and Erling Haaland and De Bruyne. It's not the best of passes from Haaland, so they can't combine. And Real Madrid can have the ball once more and they can come away with it. Mixed City not just having the possession, they're having the chances, and ball comes forward towards Karim Benzema, and Ederson off his line quickly gathers that one up for Manchester City. But yeah, I agree. We're having the possession, we're dominating, we're having the chances, we've not put them away, and we need that opening goal. I have a feeling that City eventually will start to sit off, and when City do sit off is when Madrid will be rubbing their hands. Madrid will just be thinking about trying to keep City out for now. Weather this storm for the next 5 or 10 minutes and go from there. Here's Gundo. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are on that push to 100 likes. 37 away. Any help towards that would be great. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description, also in the live chat. Bernardo then gets to the byline, puts a ball into the box. I don't think he looked up there. It was a poor ball, dealt with very easily by Real Madrid in what was a pretty good position that for City. Here's Bernardo now to Kyle Walker. That's great work from Rodri and Stones. Stones rocket, have a shot, Johnny! Referee says get up, not a free kick. Pinged over. Jackie G. He's got De Bruyne right behind him. Gundo, he wants the shot and... Ah! How is that not a free kick? I don't think there's much contact on Johnny Stones, to be fair to the referee. So 20 minutes in here at the Bernabeu. Manchester City drawing at the moment 0-0. Have dominated this game, but they've not found that opening goal. Zed Game are going with a 3-2 victory today for Manchester City. We're going with Eddie to have a good game, keep us in it. Here is Ederson now. Sends it long past Benzema. Sends it deep. Rudiger wins the header. You see, Real Madrid are winning these important headers with the balls over the top, but they've got no direction. They're just winning the headers. So all the second balls are being won by City, so it's giving City possession. City can just break forward. Here's Bernardo now to Kyle Walker. Just tries to drill one across, and that'll be another corner for Manchester City. As Carl says, 2-1 he reckons today to Manchester City. I've gone with 1-1, but carries on like this, and I'm encouraged by what I've seen from City. I hope we can find that that opening goal. You never know. Guy named Eli going for 1-1. So here's De Bruyne to take the corner for City. I think this is corner number 4 or 5 now. De Bruyne's telling me it's number 5. Puts a ball into the box. Headed clear. Not the best. What's City's corner taking at the moment? They're all... 2 or 3 of them have been outswingers. Others have been balls that have been played very deep and had no direction to them. I don't know. Here is Ruben Dias then. Gives the ball to Rodri. City camped inside the Real Madrid half. Boy Racer said he was a lot more confident before the match started. To be fair, I'm more confident now the match has started from what I've seen first 21 minutes. I know City haven't found that opening goal, but we look good. And I think more importantly here, we look fresh. I know we're only 21 minutes in, but we look fresh. The players don't look tired. You won't think we're playing every 3 to 4 days all the time in a relentless effort for a potential treble. You really wouldn't. Here's Rodrigo for Manchester City then. Gives it to Johnny Stones. Work to the right-hand side. Here's Bernardo. City till I die. So let's make it the highest liked live stream. I think the highest one we've ever had is 320. And I think that was against Real Madrid back in 2020 during the lockdown when we had our first game after we came out of lockdown. Lockdown was strange, but was a brilliant time for the JSGC channel and growth with everyone being in a position to be able to watch my videos and everything. So it was great for algorithm and growth. That's my most liked live watch along. Closely run by the Champions League final against Chelsea that City ended up losing. I don't think anybody wants to talk about that. Will today be the same? We'll see. We're on 70 likes. We're 30 away from 100. We'll first start with 100. We'll see if we get there. So please leave a thumbs up if you are watching. Let's get to 100 likes. That would be great. Here is De Bruyne now. Threads one through to Bernardo. Eventually Real Madrid can come away with the ball. Real Madrid fans starting to whistle when City are on the ball. They're going to be doing a lot of whistling if they're going to go in that direction. It's headed won by City, but out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. Here's Alaba then to Camavinga. Benzema's had to drop really deep to pick that ball up. Really deep. But Toni Kroos can bring Real Madrid away and they work it to the right-hand side. And here's Rodrigo now. Up against Akanji. He's got Jack Grealish for company. Dani Carvajal now to Toni Kroos. There's movement from Real Madrid, but not the best of balls in, and Kyle Walker will almost lay down on the floor to chest that one back to Ederson. And Manchester City can have the ball again after it looked like Real Madrid were in a pretty good position there. There was plenty of movement from their attackers. Modric had managed to get forward as well there. Not utilised from Madrid. Not really found a way of threading it through and working so far for Madrid. Here is Father Ruben. Plays a deep ball out to Kyle Walker. Manages to keep it in. Rodri, not the best of passes back. It is Vinicius Jr. Squared across. Oh! Ruben Dias slides across and wins that ball to stop a potential Real Madrid tap-in. What an interception from Ruben Dias. There was movement of Benzema behind him. I'm not sure Ederson gets there. That is a cracking bit of defending. Ederson wouldn't have got there. That would have been a tap-in for Karim Benzema. Brilliant defending from Ruben Dias. Just like that, how on top City have been. Could have just been undone in a moment. Here's Akanji then for Manchester City to Jack Grealish. Real Madrid are encouraged to press in. And Grealish is going to go down and he'll get himself a free kick there for Manchester City. A needed free kick that as well. Here's Johnny Stones. Gives it to Gundo. Ederson. To Diaz. Here's Rodri. That's well worked out from Rodri. And Akanji can look up. He can use Jack Grealish. Not the best of passes, but Jack Grealish makes a really good touch there. Carvajal just tripped Jack Grealish up. Jack Grealish asking for a yellow card there, which referee keeps his cards in his pocket. It was a cynical foul that from Dani Carvajal. No card, just a free kick though, just right on halfway. Carl, I agree. A draw today's, with no away goals, 0-0's a fine result. Get them back to the Etihad and take it from there. The commentators are just saying here on BT Sport, Real Madrid have now gone over 6 hours in the Champions League without conceding a goal. Yet they look wide open here. I feel like it's just a matter of patience for Manchester City. Walker now to Stones. KDB. Gives it to Rodri. Here is Manuel Akanji now. To Rodri. Ruben Dias. Lovely ping ball over to Gundogan. Beats the press. Wants a free kick and referee says no. And Gundogan stays down. Real Madrid fans are not going to be happy about that. I don't understand how a referee's not given a free kick that from Rudiger. So while Gundogan receives treatment, players are using this as a good opportunity to get some instruction from the bench and have a little drinks break. You absolutely clobbered there, Gundo. I don't understand how the referee's not given a free kick for that. Seamus, I agree. I don't think the referee knows what a foul is. Gundo still receiving some treatment. Gundogan still down. Back on his feet now, Gundo. Good to see. City's captain. Right, we'll use this opportunity to do some promo. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the content, please do leave a thumbs up. We're now just 25 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that would be great. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. Andy, it's very much Antonio Rudiger. Remember him doing the elbow on Kevin De Bruyne in the Champions League final for Chelsea as well. He's just a all-round nasty player. Never been a fan of Antonio Rudiger, to be honest. Like a bull in a china shop kind of defender. Not the greatest of giveaways, and Real Madrid get across him, but straight over Vinicius Jr. just about. And Man City can get this one clear. Carvajal heads that one back and Courtois will pick the ball up. Here's Alaba then. Brings the ball forward for Madrid. Drop of the shoulder from Luka Modric. Bursts forward here for Real Madrid, and that's a good interception from Rodri. And City can come away with it. Here's De Bruyne, Bernardo, back to De Bruyne, a lovely exchange of play. Erling Haaland drops deep, picks the ball up, finds the pass, Jackie G. Gives it to Gundo, City get the cavalry coming forward now. Bernardo Silva's in acres of space over on the right. And Ilkay Gundogan doesn't use him. Here's Stones. City just at a walking pace. Ruben Dias can just burst through the middle. Thought about a shot for eventually a sliding challenge comes in with Ruben Dias miles out of position. They're going to start thinking about a potential counter-attack here as Camavinga comes forward for Real Madrid. Gives the ball to Karim Benzema. Finds another pass into Camavinga. Not much on that one. Real Madrid want a corner. And the referee gives a corner. Kyle Walker can't believe it. I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Corner then for Madrid. They pass it. Here's Modric. He crosses the ball and it's deep, and header won there by Kyle Walker, and Akanji takes no chances and takes the ball off the feet of Bernardo Silva and just whacks it clear for City, which is the sensible thing to do. 33 minutes in here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. Here is Thibaut Courtois. He wants to send this one long. He does. And it's not very good. Kyle Walker finds his header, and it's not very good to Kevin De Bruyne, and Real Madrid can just have the ball back with David Alaba. Toni Kroos now to Federico Valverde. Back to David Alaba. Now 24 likes away from 100 likes. Can we get there before half time? That's the question. And here's Real Madrid coming forward. Go with the early ball in. Benzema takes one touch. John Stones can't get a touch on this. And City want a handball. And they eventually get a handball on Karim Benzema. City were trying the hardest to not let Benzema take the touch and turn. And as it was, just flicked on the top of the upper arm of Karim Benzema. Handball is given. And Manchester City can have a free kick inside their own penalty area. And Benzema just showing his danger there. A good bit of defending that from City. Not giving him the time to be able to get the shot away either. As City now can come forward. Here is Ruben Dias. Having a good game for City so far. Gives it to Jackie G. Akanji wants the ball. Akanji gets the ball. Gives the ball back to Ruben Dias. And that's not a great ball from Dias forward. And out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. Here's Courtois. Camavinga now. Lovely drop and lovely pass from Modric. He's like fine wine. He's a cracking player. Absolutely cracking player. Here's Vinicius JR. 1-0 Real Madrid. City open up the space. Camavinga leaves City just second guessing what they're going to do. And it's Real Madrid that find the opening goal here at the Bernabeu. And it's Manchester City that haven't been clinical. And it's Manchester City that have been punished by Real Madrid. And Real Madrid just doing what Real Madrid do. And it's Vinicius JR with the goal. And Real Madrid lead here. And it all came about from that lovely drop from Luka Modric. To find that ball to Camavinga. Dropped past Gundogan, space opens up, and it's clinical. And it's a cracking finish. Above Ederson. And Manchester City have 5 or 6 shots. At Courtois is equal to them. Real Madrid find their first shot. And find the back of the net. Goal given. Real Madrid lead 1-0. And the all-important first goal found by Real Madrid. And City just need to dig deep. We've not played bad. You just need to dig deep. It's Champions League semi-final against an exceptional team. Things like this happen. City just need to show up, turn up. And here's Real Madrid coming forward. And this is where Real Madrid will be rubbing their hands at this, because they know that they'll just, if they can defend properly and keep things nice and tight from their perspective, then all of a sudden it puts them in a very good reckoning that City will come forward thinking that they need to get something. And as the game starts to develop, in particular if we get into towards the second half, then all of a sudden Real Madrid will just be thinking, sneak past City, hit them on the counter again, grab that second goal, and all of a sudden City in big bother. City just need to be, as Dale says there, lazy out of possession. Just need to be careful. Dare I suggest 37 minutes in, City have been the better team. We're getting a bit confident that they didn't need to drop back into position. Real Madrid have the threats there. And Vinicius Jr., I think, started to realise that if he goes on the outside, he can't take Kyle Walker. But if I cut in and Camavinga keeps Kyle Walker preoccupied, I can have some success cutting in and shooting. And that's exactly what's happened. And Real Madrid fans are boisterous, they're happy. Real Madrid now playing with a little bit of confidence. And dare I suggest this from Real Madrid, as just accused City of being a little bit too confident from how they've been. Real Madrid now will feel much better now they've found the opening goal, starting to play with a little bit of arrogance and confidence that might just come back to bite them. Here's Rodri. Gundo. Back to Rodri. There's space everywhere for City if they want to use it. And this relentlessness from City in the first 20 minutes of working the ball quickly and getting them shots in, it was working well. We're not really done anything last 20 minutes. Real Madrid just grown now into the game. I said they'd weathered that storm. As we're now just 20 likes away from 100 likes. Dale, spot on. Better team, but it's Real Madrid just doing Real Madrid things. And Real Madrid will be happy. They'll be happy for City to have more of the possession. They'll be happy for City to have the ball. As long as they're not finding the back of the net, they'll be very happy. Here's Bernardo now for Manchester City. Jack Grealish looking very frustrated out there at the moment. Feels like he's getting fouled and nothing's getting done about it. Here's Stones. It's compact on this right-hand side for City. Here's Kyle Walker now. Gives it to Bernardo. Walker once more. Johnny Stones. Back to Walker. Stones again. Let's not forget, we've been to the Bernabeu before. We've been behind at the Bernabeu before. And we've won at the Bernabeu before when being behind. It's not impossible. Good drop of the shoulder, that from Rodri. And that'll be a free kick for Manchester City. Camavinga it was on Bernardo Silva. City have gone quick. Here's Rodri now to John Stones. Do you know what? Just on my assessment of what I've seen, I would be half tempted, as Akanji just comes forward here, gives it to De Bruyne. He goes deep. Gives it to Bernardo Silva. Picks it up at the back post. I'll see if City can work. I think City are going to go backwards here. And they're going to give the ball away. They nearly did anyway. Here's Bernardo. Plays it into Gundogan. Flag stays down. Squared across the 6-yard box. And no one's there. Haaland had dropped a bit deeper. And cross comes in from City and out for a corner. Julian Alvarez, I think, would be a very good player in this game. Second striker behind Haaland. There's space there. It also might just keep Antonio Rudiger occupied with Erling Haaland. Is where what I'd be tempted to do. So corner here for Manchester City. Can we put something of quality into the box? Not the worst ball in, and free kick given against Manchester City there. Rodri was coming in at the back post with the header. Not the best of balls that from Courtois forward. So Manchester City here got 2 minutes plus maybe a minute. We don't normally get too much added on in the Champions League. We might get a minute before the end of the first half. And Antonio Rudiger's doing a very good job on Erling Haaland at the moment. Ball gets whacked clear towards Vinicius JR. Header won by Stones. Here's Valverde. Gives it to Rudiger. Alaba now. I think the problem City have had is they've found ways of working it in the middle. They've found ways to get Jack and Bernardo on the ball, but they've not found many ways to get Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland on the ball. As we're now 19 likes away from 100 likes. Rodri, John Stones. Gives it to Akanji. Here's Ruben Dias. De Bruyne goes early with his cross. No one's gambled. And Jack Grealish just sent into the advertisement boards. Oh, it's kicking off now. Dani Carvajal's gone down like he's been shot. And so Carvajal came in, shoved Jack Grealish right through the back into the boards. I think Jack Grealish hurt himself doing that. And then Carvajal went and confronted Jack. There you go, touched him. I mean, Jack Grealish has just told him to get off him, and then Dani Carvajal's chucked himself to the ground. That might be the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. 2 minutes added on then. City just need to not play into Real Madrid's hands. It's exactly what Dani Carvajal's looking from Jack Grealish. He's looking for a response from him. So they're having afters again at each other. And this is where I think Jack needs to mature a little bit. Because he's on a one-way ticket to a yellow card here. Maybe even more. Jack, I think the referee's now telling... I'm watching both players. It stops now. Carvajal and Grealish. They're on the last warnings here. And they're just exchanging words. I mean, surely Dani Carvajal can't understand Jack Grealish's thick Brummie accent, and I'm struggling to believe that Jack Grealish can throw out some Spanish. Although I imagine it's a universal language of calling somebody a W anchor, isn't it? Don't really need a translator. Gundo goes down under the challenge from Toni Kroos, and Toni Kroos is going to be the first player into the book in what's just started to be very, very scrappy. Chance for City to put something into the box just before the end of the half, but I'm pretty happy to see half time because I think City just need to calm down. That's a high challenge from Toni Kroos. Here's a yellow card. Leg up, right onto the thigh. Here's a yellow card. It's a silly yellow card, that, from Toni Kroos. Someone as experienced as Toni Kroos. Why do you need to do that? Half time, just round the corner, just doesn't need to happen. So a chance here for City just to put something into the box right before half time. We're in added time now on added time. Real Madrid have gone with a pretty high line, but City have got the big men forward here. And if there's anyone that can just do something from nothing, it is Kevin De Bruyne, as Courtois comes miles off his line, gets a hand onto it, and it goes out for a throw-in. The referee is going to bring the first half to a conclusion in what has been a match dominated by Manchester City to start with. Real Madrid grew into the game, found their effort on goal, found that goal, and then from there gone a bit scrappy, and both sides just been a little bit silly. So I'd probably go as far to say I think both teams right now are probably happy to hear that half-time whistle, happy to go and get into the changing rooms and try and calm down. I mean, referees in Europe, I'm not going to use it as an excuse because we've had awful referees in the Champions League this season, yet we've still managed to come out with some really good, positive results. We're at the Bernabeu in the semi-final in a competition run by an organisation who quite clearly doesn't like us. So I don't really know what anybody was expecting other than referees giving awful decisions. But end of the day, Real Madrid have been clinical. Manchester City have not, is what I expected to happen from this tie. There is only one goal in it, and Manchester City just need to keep working hard. I think the most important thing we've got from this second half is to make sure that we don't end up losing by 2 or 3. See if we can grow into the game and see if we can find the equaliser and go from there. It's going to be a game that it's just going to be patient. I felt this right from the draw being made that this tie is going to get decided at the Etihad. City are capable of battering Real Madrid if we want to, and Real Madrid are capable of putting 2 or 3 past us and handing it to us as well if we let them. So I think both teams here need to be smart or smarter. Real Madrid are leading, so they're being smarter than what we are, but we're not. Neither team have been too amazing so far, but it is Real Madrid with the all-important first goal. So, in terms of statistics, 32% possession for Real Madrid, 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal. It's like playing a Park the Bus Premier League team away from home. 6 shots for City, 4 on target. No goals with our 68% possession. City have been the better team, but we've not made our opportunities count, and Real Madrid have. And if there's any team out there that's capable of doing this to City, it is Real Madrid. And it has happened. So we need to deal with that. We need to make sure we come back stronger second half, grab a goal or 2, get them back to the Etihad, take it from there. Passes, 160 for Madrid, 343 for Manchester City. No clear-cut opportunities created for either team. 1 corner for Real Madrid, 5 for Manchester City. No offsides for Real Madrid, 1 for Manchester City. In terms of some defensive stats, no block shots for Madrid, but 1 for City. 6 tackles, 1 for Madrid, 3 for Manchester City. Aerial duels, 1 for Real Madrid, and 3 for Manchester City. In terms of saves, Ederson not had anything to do other than pick the ball out the back of his own net. Thibaut Courtois, very busy first 20 minutes, making them 4 saves. But since then, nothing much from Manchester City. So that's what we need to be working on second half. Be really interested in that changing room. I'm sure Pep Guardiola will be giving the players a good lecture for the next 5 minutes about staying calm, keeping the heads where they want them to be before the analysis. We'll have a look at it and see what they make of it. So it'll be interesting to see what the approach is second half. As I said, maybe a De Bruyne if he's not on it, or a Gundogan comes off and an Alvarez just to maybe free up Erling Haaland, because we've just found no way of getting De Bruyne or Haaland involved in this game, really. And whilst that's the case, Real Madrid potentially are going to keep us out to 0. So, and if they are to do that, we need to make sure we don't concede a game. We cannot afford to have a 2-goal deficit to take to the Etihad. We could do with, if we are to lose this game, and I hope we don't, but if we are, it has to be by 1 goal to make sure we're in it. As I said, get to the Etihad, goal first 10-15 minutes, all of a sudden, the advantage for any advantage that Madrid get from this game, it's done, dusted, and it's over. So, City just very poignant part of this tie coming up in the second half. In terms of discipline, no fouls committed by either team. 8 fouls, 1 for Madrid, 4 for Manchester City, 1 yellow card for Madrid, none for Manchester City, with the 1 yellow card going right at the end to Toni Kroos. Dani Carvajal somehow avoided the book, and I can see Jack Grealish on a one-way ticket into the book as well. So guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're just 15 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details there in the description. It is a free app to download. So if anyone does download BetMate, that would be much appreciated. Remember, you can use code JSGC10 on sign up and you'll get £10 in free bets as well. Just having a quick look at today's pot, how it's going at half time. We'll see how JSGC is performing. JSGC currently in 63rd place and not having the best of times right now, which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, there's nothing standout really in my team so far, but there's a lot of people in the pot. So 63rd isn't the worst, really, in my complete honest opinion. So we're going to go around the grounds. I don't think there's too many games taking place here this evening around the grounds, but any that are, I will keep you up to date. So you've got a Women's Scottish Premier League game taking place at the moment. Glasgow Women 0, Motherwell Women 3 in the 39th minute. Motherwell completely on top there. Scottish Premiership playoff taking place. Partick Thistle in the 50th minute at home are currently 2-1 ahead against Queen's Park. Scottish Championship playoffs. Airdronians are 5-0 up at home against Falkirk in the 53rd minute. Aller Athletic are 1-0 up against Hamilton Academical in the 50th minute. Scottish League One playoff matches taking place. East 5-0, Clyde 0. It's also Annan Athletic 3, Dumbarton 0 in the 52nd minute. Some big games there for the playoffs up in the north of the border in Scotland. And they are all the matches that are taking place. And, of course, this match in Madrid, currently Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 0. Tomorrow evening, you've got the other Champions League semi-final first leg clash taking place at the San Siro. It's AC Milan taking on Inter Milan, and a good chance for us, if Manchester City are to make it to Istanbul, for me to have a good look at our opponents in the final, if we do make it there, in the form of an all-Milan derby. Both legs taking place at the San Siro. I've not known this ever in my lifetime, or certainly not on memory anyway, AC and Inter having two matches, Champions League semi-final, to make it to the Champions League final in Istanbul, both taking place at the same stadium. It's going to be AC Milan, the home team, tomorrow, and I'm going to have a live watch-along for that game for you guys to enjoy. Sub2 makes a good point there. Foden on for Grealish. He will cause Carvajal some problems. Yeah, do let me know your half-time thoughts. That's an interesting one. I'm busy thinking about Alvarez. Good point. Foden could cause a lot of problems here for Real Madrid. Is Foden a little bit more level-headed than Jack? Potentially as well. So, guys, I do have some halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. It is brought to you by my partner channel, Mixid. His links and details, they're in the description if you want to go and follow him and subscribe and leave a thumbs up and everything. Go and check him out. Links and details there in the description. This is Mixid bringing today's halftime entertainment with the Master Mix cocktail recipe. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail video. Today's cocktail is the Master Mix. This was recommended to me by a viewer, and I thought, I like the name. Master Mix is a little bit of a play on word on Mixed, so we'll see what it's about, and it's a nice little recipe, this is it. It gives you a nice little taste, so nice little introduction into Jägermeister and Drive the Move is using them as bases for a cocktail. So for the Master Mix, I'd certainly recommend it. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. It certainly doesn't beat the Manhattans, but I am biased because I love a bourbon, so that'd work for me. That's why I love the Manhattan. But it's not to mention, you can certainly enjoy Jägermeister as a cocktail, not for just getting smashed or getting drunk with. And that, guys, is the Master Mix. Do let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this cocktail? Have you ever had it before? Or is there any more recipes you want me to make, especially using Jägermeister or Drive the Move? So I'm thinking of doing the dry martinis. I think that'll be my next cocktail recipe to make on this channel. The dry martinis. It's a nice classic recipe. And it's certainly a nice bitter one as well to taste. Can't wait to try the dry martini once more. See if we can make a better version than we did in the very first video that I ever made on this channel. So that, guys, is the Master Mix. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mix It for more cocktail videos like this. As I will see you guys in the dry martini cocktail video. Cheers.
Thank you very much there to Mixed for bringing today's halftime entertainment. You can go and check him out. Links and details, they are in the description. Very quickly, whilst I was just checking during the halftime entertainment there, everybody. I said we were 15 subscribers away from that ticking over to 29,000 subscribers, which is a massive number, 29k. And it's happened. So, let's tick that over. Fantastic achievement there for everybody. So, thank you so much for that, guys. Much appreciated. 29,000 subscribers. It does mean we're now less than 1,000 subscribers away from my aim of 30,000 subscribers. 30,000. We're getting very close, so thank you very much for that. FIFA, keep the faith. We've got this. We played good first 20 minutes. Madrid grew back into the game. Madrid doing Madrid things. Next goal is massive for this tie. City grab it. City well back in it. Real Madrid grab it. Real Madrid are firm favourites. That's what's on the line. It's Champions League semi-final time. You know what it takes. You know what happens. That's what it is. It's just, that's it. That's the case. And that's what Manchester City have to deal with. And we need to turn up. We need to make sure we're putting our opportunities away. We're finding a way to get back into this game. Big second half coming up. City players, first one's out. Probably had a bit of a rollicking at half-time by Pep and the coaching staff. Do they want it? Have they got the bottle for the Champions League? Second half, we'll get our answer, I am sure. Nearly ready and set here for the start of the second half. I'll just pop my spare camera battery, which we've rotated. Pep's not the only one that rotates. JSGC rotates batteries. And we do have the second half, which starts right now. Real Madrid getting us underway, attacking from right to left. City attacking from left to right. Camavinga then works it to Carvajal. Off Akanji and out for a throw into Real Madrid. Flicked on well by Real Madrid. A good clearance that from Ruben Dias. A good interception. Here's Bernardo Silva. Would like to see a little bit more from Bernardo here. Second half. Bernardo seems like he's going more through the centre and De Bruyne to the right. Here is De Bruyne now. Receives the ball off Rodri. Has to give it to Johnny Stones. Jack Grealish can look across the line. Has to go back. Gives it to Akanji. Here's Ruben Dias now. Stones receives the ball. Not much movement from the City players. Gundogan moved to receive the ball, but other than that, nothing else. Portuguese referee and Iberian referee for this big match. As I said, the standard of the refereeing in the Champions League as a whole, I've not been that impressed with us. Gundogan tries to thread a ball through to Jack Grealish, and inside the first 2 minutes of the second half, City can have another corner. So don't forget, subscribe if you're new around here. We've now passed 29k subscribers. We're less than 1,000 away from 30,000, so any help towards that would be great. Leave a thumbs up. We're just 11 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be great as well. And do go check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. So corner taken here by Kevin De Bruyne. Jack Grealish gives it back to De Bruyne. He goes first time at the near post. I don't think De Bruyne was too happy with that pass that he got from Grealish. Felt like he'd rushed it forward, so he had to just whip it in. It went to the near post, and Courtois gathers that up with ease. As we're now just 9 likes away from 100 likes. It does mean we're into the nervous 90s, and we can start our countdown to 100 likes. Just 9 likes to go. 9 more to go as Julie's wanting the support of big Erling Haaland. City found no way to get him involved, have they? Crossfield pass comes in from Madrid. Worked well. Rodrigo. It's had a bit of a quiet game, Rodrigo, but not really. Found a way to fill it in. Andy, we can fill the University of Bolton Stadium now, I think is the last ground that we've surpassed, which is the home of Bolton Wanderers Football Club. A founding member of the Football League, former Premier League team. And the football team that my dad supports. Here's Kyle Walker then with a throw-in for Manchester City. Sent long. Haaland can find the flick towards Bernardo. Picked off by Antonio Rudiger. And Valverde will give it to Toni Kroos. And Real Madrid, again, they're just going for that patient build-up. Real Madrid have got a real good grip to the game. Real good grip. First 20 minutes a little bit slow off the blocks, giving the ball away. They were getting pressed. There were mistakes. City were in their face, and they looked unsettled. Since they've settled into the game, they've found the goal, they're distributing comfortably, they're finding the passes, and it's City chasing shadows right now. Camavinga gives it to Vinicius JR. Benzema tries to cut into the centre. It's good stuff. And Benzema with a shot just over the top of the crossbar. Fancy feet, quick movement, and a quick shot. Nearly caught City out, but thankfully for City, just over the top of the crossbar by Karim Benzema. Keeps it at 1-0. Real Madrid nearly doubled their lead. And I'm not sure if John Stones has got a flick onto that. It's a corner been given, so I presume that he has. So good bit of defending that from Johnny Stones, but a chance here for the likes of Rudiger and Alaba to get forward. Fisted clear by Ederson, only as far as Karim Benzema on the right wing. Gives it to Rodrigo. Benzema now. Jordan, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Rico, thanks for tuning in as well. Vinicius Jr. into the penalty area. Rodri. One's down, wants a free kick. Gets a free kick for Manchester City. Man City's pass accuracy at 93%. Very impressive. They've just not been very clinical. That's what's let us down here. Is Stones. Bernardo just flicks it forward. De Bruyne, he's in here. Kevin De Bruyne. Great save from Courtois. Offside flag goes up, I think, now against De Bruyne. Or has it? I don't know. I think he's onside there, KDB. It's a brilliant save from Courtois. A really good right hand onto that. It's hurt his fingers, that. Yeah, I think it was the offside flag going up against De Bruyne, and that would have been close had we got the lines then. As it is, we haven't. And it remains Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 0. Here is Rodri. Here's Akanji. Play that pass. It's not a very good pass. Rudiger takes the ball away from Courtois when he didn't need to. Surely they've got a shout from Courtois then to leave it. Courtois just slices his clearance out for a throw into Manchester City. And a good touch that from Pep on the touchline. Throw comes in towards Haaland. Picked off by Toni Kroos. And City just trying to press Real Madrid now. Try and force that mistake. Good ball forward from Courtois. Good touch from Rodrigo. Up against the other Rodrigo. Grappling again. They want a free kick here, Real Madrid. They're going to get a free kick. Rodri not happy about that. I mean, the 3,000 Rodri conceded there. So it doesn't surprise me that the referee pulls this one back. He had a go at grabbing him there. Barges into Vinicius Jr. I mean, Vinicius Jr. just needs to be stronger there. I don't think there's too much wrong with Rodri's initial... Rodri's second challenge. I think it's the initial challenge of trying to grab twice unsuccessfully. That might be why the free kick was given. I'm not sure. Here is Bernardo Silva now. Gives it to Rodri. Jack Grealish stretching this pitch if Rodri wants to use him. He does use him eventually. Here's Jack Grealish now. Back to Rodri. He's going to leave it. De Bruyne is going to pick it up on his left foot. He's going to have the shot, and it's straight at the keeper. That's a very comfortable save for Courtois. Alvarez, I'm still calling it Alvarez. He's the player I'd be looking at, trying to bring on. Alvarez, Foden, Mahrez, all options for City on the bench. Ball gets sent forward by Madrid, not the best, and picked off by City. And City just starting now to make stuff happen. They're having shots, the tame shots, but they're having shots as it gets Fred forward. Haaland! Oh, it's a great block. Is it Rudiger? Oh, it's Alaba. Brilliant interception from David Alaba. Why is Alaba in the position where you'd expect to find Rudiger? It's a brilliant bit of defending from David Alaba. They'll have gone toe for toe, of course, during Haaland's time at Dortmund and Alaba's time at Bayern Munich. So another corner here for City. De Bruyne looks like he's going to whip this one in rather than pass it. No, he's going to pass it again. Jack Grealish gives it to De Bruyne. It's deep and too deep and out for a goal kick. I mean, these balls in the box from City haven't been very good, have they? And trying to use his power, presence and pace there to sort through Alaba. He couldn't. Alaba kept up with him. It's a great bit of defending from David Alaba. And here come Real Madrid. That's good defending from Manchester City. They want handball, Real Madrid. Referee says no. And City can come away with it instead. Here's Bernardo now. He's got the overlap of Kyle Walker. The pace of Kyle Walker. Not used by Bernardo. Here's De Bruyne now. Gives it to Rodri. Flicked over to Kyle Walker. De Bruyne. Threads a pass through, and that's good defending from Camavinga. And Real Madrid can have the ball back. Here's Modric then. Spreads the play. Rodrigo takes the touch. Rudiger. Rodrigo with the ball now. Valverde asks the question, where's all the support? Doesn't get any, so he has to go all the way back to Courtois. And Man City just ease off their press on Madrid. And just sit a little bit deeper, anticipating that one of them passes from Madrid, trying to dissect through City's midfield, might come in. They're choosing to go out wide, though. Kyle Walker's got the foot race with Vinicius Jr., so he's going to centralise himself. Because I think Vinicius Jr., and this is where Vinicius Jr. to me has improved a lot over the last 12 months. There'd be a time where you just think, I'm quick and dynamic. As Madrid's just got hold of the ball right near City's penalty area. And shot comes in and blocked from Stones and out for a corner. There, this is where Vinicius Jr. I think has got a little bit smarter and improved his game. He's realising that Kyle Walker can match him for pace. All last season, he spent his time trying to do Kyle Walker for pace. I don't know whether it's ego. He just thinks, I'm really good. I'm a really quick attacker, so I'm just going to keep backing myself that I can get that job done, when in actual fact, I'm not too sure he is. Or got Kyle Walker for pace. So I think he's just realised to himself, rather than going a foot race with Kyle Walker where he may or may not win, why don't I just cut inside? Take Kyle Walker out that equation. Take Kyle Walker out the equation. He's going up against Rodri. He's going up against John Stones. He's going up against Ruben Dias. And he does have the pace on all three of them. And that's where they found that goal in the first half. And Madrid just... This game's opening up. Corner for Madrid. Modric. Back to Valverde. Modric squared to the edge of the penalty area. Kroos comes in with a shot. And worked out to Vinicius Jr. And blocked and out for a corner. Real Madrid asked a question of a handball. More of a optimistic appeal from Vinicius Jr. towards the end. It came off his midsection. It's definitely a corner, definitely not a penalty. It's more the fans of Real Madrid asking the question there. And it'll be a corner here for Real Madrid. So, guys, we're 9 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. And BetMate, today's video sponsor. The link is in the description and also in the live chat. Corner taken. A rocket comes in here from Real Madrid. It was Valverde with the effort for around 35 yards out. Took a good touch. Opened up nicely. Gets too much on it. And over the top of the crossbar. As we're now 8 likes away. Ball given away by Manchester City. And as I said in the first half, when Real Madrid, it's important for them to weather the Man City storm. I think right now it's important Man City just try and weather this storm from Real Madrid and just take the sting away from this game. Good bit of defending from Manchester City. And the referee's pulled it back. What's he doing? What a joke. Ancelotti not happy. Manchester City not happy. Let's have a look. Oh, he grabs his shirt. Yeah, it was a free kick. It's all going through Rodri. And Real Madrid are happy for everything to go through Rodri. Good tackle that from Ruben Dias and out for a throw into Real Madrid. Plenty to think about here for City. Really is plenty to think about. We're at such a fine moment in the game. Real Madrid are taking this opportunity to try and get that killer second goal. And City will be in all kinds of bother if they do. Benzema in the penalty area. How lucky is to keep his arms down. And it pings around. And Real Madrid want a penalty for a handball. Real Madrid. And Jack Grealish looks guilty. Let's have a look. Just pings up. Yeah. Not for me. Not for me. No. I mean, it's just... For some reason, we've got to a point in football where everyone thinks if the ball hits somebody's arm, it's handball. And that's that situation there. It's not. It's a good interception, that, from Kyle Walker, from the pass from Benzema to... Was it... I think it was to Rodrigo. Yeah, Jack Grealish just gets back. His hands aren't up. They're not in an unnatural position. They're just by his side running. His arm's not tucked right into his side. He's not expecting to defend and see the ball. So his arm, but they're not out either. His arms are just in a natural position, and the ball hits his arm. It's not handball. Here's Gundogan now, 30 yards out from goal. Gives it to De Bruyne. I want to see a little bit more from De Bruyne. Cross comes in. It's deep, and it's past everybody. Pep applauds, but it all stemmed from this scoring goal when it hit your arm that they changed in the Champions League. That goal that Tottenham Hotspur never had ruled out in the Champions League because it hit his arm. They had the handball rule that they never applied, so they put it in the next season, and since then they've just continued to interpretate the handball of what is and isn't handball to a point where I don't think it's now up. It's subjective. It's up to an opinion what handball is, and it should be fairly factual because it's either handball or it isn't. Much like a foul, it's either a foul. They either get the ball and they haven't fouled them, or they didn't get the ball, they brought them down, and it's a foul. And the handball's crystal clear as well. It's either they've deliberately put their arm in the way to stop the movement of the ball, or they haven't. And if they haven't, it's not handball. Real Madrid, here's Manchester City coming forward on the counter-attack. Bernardo's pass to De Bruyne from... And here's Modric now in a good position. Wants to square it across, goes short and low. And Real Madrid are just getting on top here, and this is such an important phase of the game as a shot comes in from Benzema, blocked well from Johnny Stones. And Man City struggling to get hold of the ball. Here's Vinicius Jr. threading a ball through. Ederson's not going to keep that one. Real Madrid now insistent that they want another handball. Let's have a look from Vinicius Jr. Just squares it in. And it strikes John Stones' hand as it's right here. It's not even in the penalty area, man. Real Madrid. Oh, man. Right. City seem to have just weathered that little storm. Here's Haaland. He's had very few touches today. Gives it to De Bruyne. I wonder how long it is before City go to the bench. Foden, Alvarez, Mahrez. Here's Rodri. De Bruyne. Gives it to Bernardo. It's behind him, though. Back. And it's not the best of passes from Bernardo. And that'll be a simple, straightforward free kick to Real Madrid. De Bruyne just shakes his finger and says, doesn't think that should have been, but there we go. He just kicks out his leg there, really, Toni Kroos, to buy himself a free kick. City can have the ball anyway, as we're now just 7 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get them likes up, everybody. Just 7 away from 100. Here is Rodri. Is he going to have a line up a shot? He tries, and it's a brilliant block from Modric. Not only does he find the block, he finds Karim Benzema as well. When luck's not going your way, luck's just not going your way. Here's Camavinga now. Good defending that from Manchester City. Here's Kyle Walker. Finds a brilliant pass to Bernardo Silva. The ball stays in play. And Kevin De Bruyne has the ball now. Space opens up a little bit for him. And it's good defending again. Modric, Camavinga getting involved. That's brilliant work from Rodri. Finds Jack Grealish. Gundogan now. Finds De Bruyne. Oh! KDB! Equaliser for Manchester City! He loves a goal against Courtois! And the all-important next goal goes the way of Manchester City! Cracking finish from KDB. It's a cracking finish. 68th minute. And it's just what Manchester City needed. What a finish into the bottom corner. It's pure pace. Brilliant work from Rodrigo. Gives it to Jackie G. Gundogan's looking for the options. De Bruyne just peels away. Finds the shot. It's a brilliant finish. And City have their equaliser. Come on. He puts all his brute force and power into that shot. Ancelotti's gone into the book. I think Real Madrid are upset because they feel like the ball went out of play for a throw-in in the build-up. Linesman had a good spot on it. It looked like City kept it in to me. And then they're wanting a foul on Toni Kroos as well. They just feel like it's not gone their way, they're Real Madrid. And just waiting for the goal to be awarded. And it's KDB with the goal for City. And goal given. There you go, 1-1. So a big 20 minutes coming up now. And plenty to think about for Real Madrid. Because realistically, they need a win to take back to the Etihad. Man City have eased pressure on potentially going 2-0 behind and having it all to do in Manchester next week. It's now Real Madrid need to do something. And if Manchester City can find the next goal... Just 7 likes then, everybody, to 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Here's Camavinga. Finds the pass back to Thibaut Courtois. Erling Haaland hot on the chase of Courtois. He rushes and is a header won by Akanji. Cleared by Madrid. Only as far as Dias. Header won by Carvajal. Picked up by Modric. And that's brilliant tracking back from Bernardo Silva. Sliding in to win that interception. John Stones. He's intercepted. Modric. Kyle Walker finds the interception this time. And Real Madrid get themselves a free kick. I can't get over that De Bruyne finish. What a finish. What a goal. Kroos then gives it to Dani Carvajal. Is Rodrigo for Real Madrid. Rudiger now picks the ball up. City camped inside their own half. Got some defending to do. Jack Grealish nearly picks the ball up, but cross can come in from Real Madrid. Headed clear by Kyle Walker. Jack Grealish can take the touch. Here's Gundogan. Works himself into trouble and he kicks out. And that is going to be a free kick. Ilkay Gundogan says sorry. Yeah, it was. Free kick. And a free kick in a good position. And Gundogan goes into the book for that. Feels like it's a bit harsh. He's frustrated there, I think, Ilkay Gundogan. I think he's just seen the situation, reacted and kicked out. And he's immediately just gone, oh no, what have I done? But more importantly here, He does get a yellow card, but it's a free kick to Real Madrid in a really good position here for them to have a shot on goal. And Alaba can hit them. Toni Kroos is stood over this. Who's going to take this then? Looks like it's going to be Kroos. So that's going to be Alaba with the shot, and it's high and it's wide. Not the best of efforts there from David Alaba. Over the top of the crossbar and out for a goal kick to Manchester City. And it's the first goal Real Madrid have conceded in the Champions League in over 6 hours of play. And what a goal it's taken to beat Courtois. It's Kevin De Bruyne just loves a goal against Courtois, doesn't he? Here's Erling Haaland up against Rudiger. He can turn and he gets a free kick. As well for Manchester City. So just 7 likes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 100 likes. That would be brilliant. Let's make it another 100 liked live stream. Rudiger was all over Erling Haaland there. So yeah, correct decision. A free kick to City. De Bruyne then goes really deep. John Stones can't keep that one in. And out for a goal kick to Real Madrid. Here's John Stones, gives it to Akanji. It's a lovely play from City, and it's just starting to open up again, this game. Gundo gives it to Grealish. Grealish finds De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva gets forward. De Bruyne has space, whips a ball in, headed clear by Real Madrid. And that was good play from City because Bernardo Silva was just keeping Camavinga occupied there, that De Bruyne had the space to put a ball in. It's a shame it wasn't a little bit whipped him a little bit more, but there we go. As Blue Moon rings out at the Bernabeu. Here is Bernardo now to Erling Haaland. Gives it to Stones. Bernardo once more. To Kyle Walker now. Here's Ruben Dias to Akanji. 15 minutes to play here. Massive 15 minutes coming up. Ruben gives it to John Stones. City inside the Real Madrid half. Bernardo Silva's not going to get there and giving away poorly that from City. Rodrigo then plays the ball across to Dani Carvajal. That's good defending from Akanji. And that's good work from Jack Grealish as well. And that'll be a throw into Manchester City. Good all-round play. Good all-round play, that from Manchester City. The bill. Well, mine shows as 94. So I don't know whether it deducts one away or I can't see a like or you can see more. I don't really know. I just go off what I have right in front of me. And mine says 94, so I use that. Maybe there's a delay. I don't know. Anyway, we're closing in on 100 likes. We're nearly there. We're making good progress. Here's Rodri now to Akanji. Gundo. Not the best of balls, and that's straight out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. Okay, work for City to do. Real Madrid's atmosphere has just dipped away. They very much rely on them scoring and winning to create any atmosphere. They don't show any support whatsoever in getting behind their team. They just rely on what's happening. Oh, Akanji's been done there. Absolutely done and squared across and cleared, thankfully. Real Madrid then. As we're now 4 likes away from 100 likes. 4 to go. Camavinga goes down. That'll be a free kick from Man City again. Not made any subs. Real Madrid haven't made any subs. I'm not sure. I don't know the build, to be honest. As Teddy reckons, next goal for City coming before the 86th minute. A late one. Free kick here in a good position for Real Madrid to whip something in. Kroos goes deep. Benzema, good save. Brilliant save, Ederson. City begging for an offside flag on Karim Benzema. They've been very close. I think it might have been Ruben Dias maybe keeping him onside, but Ruben Dias in the best position there to get that clear. And a good save that from Ederson. And that'll make him feel much better after only having 1 shot on his goal all game. Even in the 78th minute, he's not had a save to make up until then. And it can't be easy to be mentally strong for so long. Even against a team as good as Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. He's not had a save to make till the 78th minute. But he needed to make that save. And Benzema, one of the best. Gets a good head on goal and a good save from Ederson. Here is Real Madrid into another good position to potentially put something into the box. They're choosing not to because they've got no one really to aim at. And that should be a free kick to Manchester City. And the yellow card is out. It's Rodri that's gone down and Camavinga is the player into the book. As we're now 3 likes away from 100 likes. Real Madrid will have Militao back for the second leg, so it'll be interesting to see if Militao does come back in, whether Rudiger would go back out, because Rudiger hasn't really done too much wrong in this game. As Real Madrid are preparing the first substitution of this game in the getting towards the 80th minute now. It's going to be Asensio coming on. I think if I'm Pep, I think I'd just send some players on. Try and keep the squad as fresh as possible. The likes of... I don't see anything wrong in the last 10 minutes giving the likes of Alvarez, Foden, Mahrez a run. See what happens. I mean, it sounds crazy that I'm saying this, but 1-1's a pretty good result. And we've not found a real way to get Haaland involved too much in the game, so may I be tempted to take Haaland off and put Alvarez on? 10 minutes to go, just to see. As I said, there's no harm in Mahrez or Foden or both coming on either, in my opinion. Anyway, we're just 1 like away from 100 likes. So, who wants to be the 100th like? That's a terrible ball across from City and out for a throw into Real Madrid inside, midway inside their own half. So Marco Asensio is going to come on now. Get a replay of that De Bruyne whack. It's a brilliant finish. As we do hit 100 likes. Fantastic. Thanks so much for that, everybody. Much appreciated. Another live stream that hits 100 likes. And hopefully City now can get this job done here. A 1-1, my score prediction, isn't a bad result at all to take back to the Etihad, in my opinion. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up. Let's aim for 110 likes now. Subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Remember, I'm going to be doing a live stream tomorrow. I'll have the link out tomorrow as well for you to set your reminders for the AC Milan against Inter Milan derby from the San Siro in the other Champions League semi-final first leg. So I will be back again tomorrow. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details, they're in the description and also in the live chat. So, just heading on to BetMate, just having a look at the live pot, seeing how we're doing. I've climbed up a few positions into 46. Got a little bit of work to do to get placed. But not done too bad. Not done too bad. Michael, I'm not going to talk about that T word. I'm going to take it a game at a time. And I will speak more about that when I do my Brighton and Hove Albion live watch along, as I'll be in a much better position to comment. I will speak more about that only when that Brighton and Hove Albion game comes about, because I'll know if City are in the Champions League final and I'll know what we're looking like in the Premier League. At the moment, not many games to go, but these next 3 games decide City's season for me. Everton away, Real Madrid at home, Chelsea at home, decide Man City's season. And we're nearly on 110 likes now, which is fantastic. So thank you everyone for that. Pep's still not making any subs. Doesn't look like he's going to be making any subs anytime soon either. Real Madrid make their second change. Toni Kroos is the man that's going to come off. And Tchouameni is going to come on. So Kroos off and Aurelien Tchouameni comes on. We did see Asensio come on for... Who did he come on for? Was it Rodrigo? Yeah, for Rodrigo, Asensio came on. Michael, you are spot on there. United did it in 99. I'm not surprised. Pep doesn't like making subs. And at some point, he's going to tell us that the players are tired and we need to fully rotate. And we've got 5 subs that can be used. And good work from Vinicius trying the rainbow flick over Kyle Walker, but Kyle Walker can defend that one out. So free kick here for Madrid. Camavinga with the ball. Modric can't understand why he didn't get the receiving pass there, but he does get it now inside the penalty area. But Man City should be able to get that one clear. And then Bernardo Silva's just penalised Vinicius Jr. and a yellow card for Bernardo Silva. And more defending for City to do. And he's smacked right into the back of Vinicius Jr. It's a nasty one, that. No intent from Bernardo. Bernardo's just trying to whack that ball clear. And Vinicius Jr. is quick, so he sneaks ahead. And gets a full whack from Bernardo Silva in the back of his ankle. But more importantly here, this is a great position for Real Madrid. And Luka Modric it is. And I can see Modric potentially putting a ball into the box rather than going for goal here. But we'll see. 3-man wall for City. What's Modric going to do? He's going to be a ball into the box and headed clear by City. Akanji and Rudiger clash together. Rudiger trying to get the fans behind them. And it's a corner to Real Madrid. And I think Real Madrid can just sense the importance that they've got to win here. They've got to have something to take back to Manchester. Real Madrid chucking the subs on. So City are just going to have to really dig deep here. Luka Modric is the next one to come off for Madrid. And it's going to be Nacho that comes on. So a chance here for Real Madrid from this corner. Whipped in. So good ball in and headed clear well by Ruben Dias. So we're heading towards the 90th minute now. Just 3 minutes to go. So I think it's time for me to give my JSGC man of the match. It's been a fairly scrappy game with no real standouts for me. I've been impressed with what I've seen of Kyle Walker and John Stones again. De Bruyne had a bit of a quiet game, but found that moment to find that all-important equaliser. I think Ruben Dias has defended really well for City today. I think Kevin De Bruyne is going to be the one that edges it for me. He's found that all-important goal. Brilliant strike it was as well. I think he's going to get my JSGC man of the match. Looking at our opponents, though, I've been very impressed with Vinicius JR. I normally do give it to a City player unless City end up losing a game. So if we did end up losing, it would have gone to Vinicius JR. But we've still got a couple of minutes to play. It could still happen. City could still win as well. But like it went out of play for a throw-in, and it has. I think De Bruyne, my JSGC man of the match for this evening. Here's Jack Grealish now coming forward. So 4 Real Madrid defenders to go at. Erling Haaland comes forward and he can't find that pass, and Real Madrid can just come away with the ball. It just falls nicely and falls lucky for them. Here's Vinicius JR now. Up against Kyle Walker. Such an interesting battle, that one, and he's going to have to go backwards there, Vinicius JR. Such a good battle, and I think Kyle Walker's got to be starting again next week, really. So the question will be, what's Nathan Ake's injury status like? And if he is fit to go, it'll be him in for Ake. In for Akanji, sorry, would probably be the only change, really. I'm amazed City haven't made any changes, though. I'm amazed, as I said, I would have been chucking the likes of Alvarez, Mahrez, Foden on for some fresh legs up top. If we could hit Real Madrid on the counter-attack, get the ball to them, make something happen, then it could work. He's on 107 likes now, just 3 likes away from 110. Here's Vinicius JR. Centralises the ball. Valverde gives the ball to Carvajal over on the right wing. He's got a chance to put a ball into the box. Camavinga tries to flick it on. Here's the dangerous Karim Benzema. And out. Oh, whoa! What a hit! Tchouameni with a fantastic strike and a brilliant save from Ederson. What a save from Ederson! I was impressed with the header before from Benzema. He gets down low to make the save, but this is even better. Just dipping away from it. Looked like he was diving past it. Gets a big right hand onto it. Fists it out for a corner, which Real Madrid take deep. Headed clear by City. More defending to do. Into the 90th minute. Shot comes in. Jack Grealish blocks really well, and Kyle Walker can get it clear. 3 minutes added on here. Manchester City with a really good result as it stands at the Bernabeu. Can it get any better? Here's De Bruyne. He sends it deep towards Haaland, and Courtois just picks that one off. Cool and calm as anything. And Real Madrid can just build up from the back. And the referee gets in the way. Massive save from Ederson. Just 1 like away from 110. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, and go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Links and details there in the description, also in the live chat. The first of them 3 minutes being played here. Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 1 in Spain. Champions League semi-final first leg. Brilliant ball from Real Madrid. Camavinga into the penalty area, up against Stones. He's going to have a shot himself and a good block from Kyle Walker, and he will lever this one clear as far as he can. Haaland, done a good job, Antonio Rudiger, on Erling Haaland today. City have struggled to get Erling Haaland involved too much in this game. Likewise, City have done a very good job on Karim Benzema. Real Madrid have found not many ways to get Karim Benzema too involved in this game. It's just been about them little bits of pockets of space and a bit of quality that City have had with De Bruyne, and the bit of quality that Real Madrid have had with Vinicius JR. As Kevin De Bruyne breaks forward here, tries to find the pass forward off Antonio Rudiger to Haaland. He can't, and Real Madrid can come forward in what might be the last attack of this Champions League semi-final first leg. Can either team get an advantage to take back to Manchester in 8 days' time? Here's Real Madrid now coming forward. 50 seconds to go. City now looking knackered. And we're not making any subs. No subs. Again from Man City, no subs are going to be made. In what is a poignant week for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva can't make the challenge, and Vinicius Jr. centralises himself and worked out to the right-hand side. Last chance of the game then. It's going to be for Real Madrid. Carvajal up against Jack Grealish. Been an interesting battle, that one. Camavinga's dropped deep to pick the ball up. Here's Nacho. He might have a shot. He does. It's blocked. And Ederson looping up can collect that one. And that really should be that. It's going to be Man City continuing their unbeaten run. And the full-time whistle does go. That is a fantastic draw away from home at the Bernabeu in our Champions League semi-final first leg. Dale, thanks for tuning in. Speak soon. Cracking work that from Manchester City. All to play for next week. Kyle Walker and Vinicius Jr. having a good laugh. They have a lot of respect for each other. It's going to be very interesting in Manchester. It sets things up so poignantly, so fine next week. It's going to be a massive, massive game. It's a good result for City. Neither team have the advantage. I feel like Real Madrid needed some kind of advantage to take to Manchester. It means if Real Madrid want to go through next week, they're either going to have to do it through tying with us and sending it to extra time and penalties, or they're going to have to come to Manchester and beat us. And that isn't an easy thing to do. It's a good result, this, for Manchester City. I remember speaking about it against Leipzig, and people were telling me it weren't a good result in Leipzig, drawing every day of the week, away from home, in the Champions League. I will always take not losing. Because we are capable of beating anyone and everyone at home. And to me, right now, this is a good result for City. And I think this makes Man City ever so slightly marginal favourites for this tie. All to play for. Going to be an interesting one. I'm excited. We'll have another live watch-along out next Wednesday to see if Manchester City reach the Champions League final and go to Istanbul. Very finely poised. Real Madrid are good away from home. Man City are good at home. Still all to play for. It's anybody's, and it is only half-time. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Much appreciated. Please leave a thumbs up. That would be great. 120 likes is the aim for the post-production. So any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget to let me know your thoughts as well in the live chat. John, thanks for tuning in. Seamus, Man City are going to be 10 and they're going to be thinking about this Real Madrid match next Wednesday. City will rotate. 4 or 5 changes will be made by City against Everton. It's a massive game. City do have the advantage, though, of having a free hit because we've got a game in hand on Arsenal. Could be key. It could just be a case of Man City just assessing things and how things go. It's going to have to be a strong team that goes out against Everton regardless. And to be honest, if Man City want ideal preparation to that Real Madrid game next Wednesday, getting a good result and a comfortable result against Everton, in my opinion, is the way to do that. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aim is 30,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be fantastic. Also, don't forget as well, social media links, they're in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Sam, thanks very much for tuning in. Much appreciated. I don't know why Pep didn't do any subs. 10 minutes to go or so in the 80th minute. I'd have had Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez on. Fresh energy up top. See if anything happens from there, but we'll see. We will see. And finally, don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetMate. Links and details there in the description and also in the live chat. It's a free app to download, so go and check that out. And if you use code JSGC10 on sign up, you will get £10 in free bets. You can go and check out lots of their games. They've got ACCAs, both teams for scores, pots and stuff. And I've been part of the Real Madrid Man City pot today, where JSGC has finished in very much mid-table, 53rd place today. Not had the business, should really have had Vinicius JR in my team. I didn't. But we do have a winner, and it goes to Nathan Lahr with 58 points, winning comfortably this pot and winning £150 from his £5 bet. So congratulations to him. He had vice-captain Courtois in goal. Carvajal and Walker doing well, scoring points for him. He had De Bruyne grabbing some points, along with Camavinga, his captain, grabbing 22 points. Vinicius Jr. with the 8 points with the goal and Erling Haaland with the 2. So congratulations to him with winning today's pot. And I'm going to do my match review now, and that will be out within the hour for you guys to enjoy. We'll be back again tomorrow evening for the live watch-along of AC Milan's game against Inter Milan in the Champions League semi-final first leg. A good chance to have a look at what's happening in the other half of the draw as Manchester City put themselves in a good position to get to Istanbul. We've gone through Madrid and it ends next Wednesday in Manchester. I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to everybody that's interacted with me today for the donations, memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. I'll see you for my review video next hour. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch-along of the AC Milan-Inter Milan game. And if you're tuning in for the next City live watch-along, we'll be live again on Sunday for City's big game in the Premier League, taking on Everton. I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace.